is Alagbe Kayode on OPC TV Sundos Communication, and the program we have today is Diverse Views. We are going to be talking to our interviewees today. We'll be getting reactions concerning what we have for them today. We'll be talking about the APC pleading with Sunday Igboho concerning the Lagos protest. We'll also be talking about the speech made by Sheik Gumi on Arise News yesterday. So don't go nowhere. When we'll come back, we'll be talking to our interviewees. We'll be back. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Diverse Views on Political Matters.
Okay.
Yes, I want to quickly ask you concerning the protest that is going to be happening by Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho is coming to Lagos State to come and protest concerning the agitation for Odua Nation. I know we have talked about Odua Nation before with you. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning this, sir.
To be honest and to be candid, Sunday Igboho is not the spokesman for the Yoruba nation. I'll regard him as a militant. Those responsible that we know, the meritorious ones that is agitating for the Yoruba nation, Professor Akintoye should be in the front of what he's doing. Militancy situation has not yet arisen that Sunday Igboho will be coming in and be enforcing things that is not necessary now. What he's doing now, it is what he's supposed to do at later hours when problem or when trouble or when the physical combat is coming. I could see the seriousness in him that he's a concerned Yoruba man. But at the same time, as Professor Akintoye said, there will be no single bullet, there will be no war until the Yoruba nations come to being. That is a message of wisdom, telling us that war is the last option. So that's what I'm going to say about. So I'm not against him, personally. But what he's doing now, he should take it a little bit easier, because we have other ones that are supposed to be doing this with him. And since they are not with him now, you shouldn't bother himself. Don't force yourself to people. The Yoruba Nation flag and the currency has been in existence since 2017. So we know where we are going and we know what we are doing. So just take it easy. When you want to come, when the other Yoruba says you should come to Lagos, they will come and protest, because I really have a lot of support for him, for being the only one that is strong enough to hold the flag of the Oduduwa Republic. Kudos to him, but do it a little step by step and things will work out well.
Okay, yeah.
Then you should be preparing undergroundly, in case of the physical combat in future, but not now, because I know all the Yoruba soldiers will come to Yoruba land to defend their land. Igbos will go to their own land. Hausa will go to their own land. The same thing in the police. That's why we are having problem. Because there is one thing I believe, and I stand by it. There is nothing anybody can do on earth that will make us unite as a Nigerian. It is impossible. But the day, with the permission of God Almighty, agree that we should divide, then we will be united as a neighbor. Nothing more. Because those sitting in the wealth of the nation, exactly. Because those milking the nation will not just give up easily and says they want this, or says we want to surrender what we are eating for not working, for not doing anything. That is not possible. That's why I said we are 3 unions and we are no more interested in the union. We have already informed the United Nations and the big holding powers of the world to know what we intend doing, and that is okay by us. So Sunday Igboho should take things a little bit easier. I have my support for him. I'm not against him, because he's a genuine Yoruba man who wanted this to be done. But take it easy and listen to the voice of elders. But when we do it together, no going back, and nothing is going to happen.
Okay, so let's go back to the southeast. Let's talk about the Ipob. Their agitation The spokesman for Herdsmen when concerning when anytime they have adopted or kidnapped children, or those kidnappers, and
Mhm.
Sheik Gumi, he has said that the kidnappers are not as dangerous as the Ipob members. Let's quickly get a reaction because he said the kidnappers are only there to kidnap children, they don't kill them. But the Ipob members kidnap, kill armed forces, that they are more dangerous and they should be described a terrorist group. Let's quickly get a reaction.
In regards to that Gumi affair, he's
Yeah.
also a terrorist
Mm,
and he's a northerner to the core.
mm,
I listened to some of his interviews in the AIT. He was saying they are angry with the military because of what they did to them. And I must be honest with you, to be candid, I'm not bothered about any other region. This Gumi, Northerners, and Ipob affair. I'm only bothered about what belongs to us, what is ours, what's going to benefit us. Because they are benefiting, the Igbos are benefiting from Yoruba land. We've never benefited anything from them. Because when they build house, they give it to a Igbo man. When they have businesses, companies, they employ the same Igbo man. Only where Yoruba man gets something is your handwork. That is when they give you something to soak up. So there is nothing extraordinary with them. And if they have a job, a company that is running, they don't allow other tribes to come in. They always push themselves. So we are not benefiting anything from them. So if we are going to separate, we separate as a Yoruba man, as a Igbo man, as an Hausa man. Then we know we run our affairs ourselves. And that is what concerns me and that bothers me and my children and children to come. So we should stand it on that. Any other one is secondary. That is up to them. They will be shifting this and shifting that to themselves. I don't trust a Igbo man because a Igbo man doesn't really like a Yoruba man. But we have a common enemy
yeah.
and a common problem. That is why we are doing this. That Yoruba man is going, Biafra is going. If the Northerner doesn't agree, they will regret it because they are going to face two battles. During the first war, the war we had in Nigeria, it was Yoruba man and Hausa man that was fighting against the Igbo. Now it's going to be Igbo man and Yoruba man fighting against them. Nothing more. But if it is possible, the Hausa man should reason, or their elders and seniors, that is better let us do it peacefully. It is true, we are indivisible element. There's nothing anybody can do on that that can bring us together. We don't speak the same language. We don't have the same tradition. Our identity is clear. They are predominantly Muslim to the core. In Yoruba land, nobody cares about religion. We accept each other, both the traditional and the Muslim and the Christian. We live in unity and harmony with ourselves. So they are bothered. They can do their Sharia and their stuff on their own. And I'm 1000% sure, I'll repeat it once again. The day God permits that this Yoruba nation should stand, within 10 years, we'll be very close to Europe in development. Look at what is going in electricity. It will be a thing of the past. Because when you generate power now, the other man is disrupting us from growing.
Yes.
They will say, sir, you have to send it to national grid and all those stuff that you cannot generate on your own. They are stopping other nation from moving. So the best thing is you should go yourself, go your way, I go my way. Then you come as a neighbor. Nigerians go to Ghana, they go to Togo, they go to Benin too, they come here to come and do business and work without any problem. But you know your nation is your nation. May God bless the Republic of Oduduwa incoming. By the grace of God, it shall come to be very soon. And it shall work out well for anybody that believes in me. I will never be against other ones. I don't bother about them. Because when you leave your problem and you are you are managing other people's problem, then you won't grow.
Yes.
Look at Europe. They are all alike. Both the poor and the rich nation. If I've been to Europe, I lived there for many years, and I see the sort of development they have. That is what I wish for the Yoruba land. And surely, by the grace of God, my shall come to pain, because we have all the natural resources to make up a good nation, and we have the education, manpower, industries will spring up, roads. There will be no federal road again in Yoruba land. Everything will be done. All I'm saying, I heard it that way that forget about Gumi and stuff. They are all the same news now. They are saying this is Fulani, this is outside. Now they talk about Fulani separation within themselves because of what is happening. It doesn't concern us. We know them. A northerner is a northerner, a southerner is a westerner is a westerner, a easterner is an easterner. Period. Nothing more. And you will see the greatness of this nation. I foresee it, I dream it, I look at it, I think of it. because a lot this corruption will be to the maybe 90% as a human being, because you cannot steal your people's money and run it. And all the ones they have stolen, they will bring it back and set up industries, businesses, work rate in this vicinity of Yoruba land. That is what I'm 1000% sure will happen. So any thinking Nigerian, any thinking Yoruba man should always think for the progress of this nation, that will become a nation, so that we can grow our children incoming, so they can have something to work, to do, and build a fairer nation like the European. God bless.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, good day, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, please, can we know you?
I'm Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, welcome to Diverse Views on OPC TV. And let me talk about what was written on the. Let's start with Sheik Gumi. In an interview yesterday with Arise News, he made a statement that Herdsmen are better than Ipob. He gave his reasons that Ipob are associated with killings of armed forces, but the Herdsmen are just kidnapping the children for ransom. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning the statements that he made.
Actually, when you say try to compare Herdsmen and Ipob, it's like you are trying to compare a goat and a fox. They are two different things. The problem we have with the Gumi is that Gumi has over the time shown that he has that ethnic sentiment towards the Herdsmen. He is pleased with the Herdsmen despite the outcry from different quarters of the country. And I think that the federal government is not sincere enough. Someone like Gumi should have been arrested for a long time. He has been speaking for the Herdsmen who have been kidnapping, killing, maiming, raping, destroying lives, destroying farms that is even affecting the whole country now in terms of food production and food supply. So I think Gumi himself is a threat to national security. But I'm surprised the federal government is not looking at that way. They just left the man to be talking and emboldening the Herdsmen, giving them more confidence to continue their evil days. That is for the Herdsmen. But coming to the Ipob, to me, Ipob came. I'm not an Igbo man, but I have to be sincere. Ipob came with the, as a result of what is happening in the country. Ipob developed as a reaction to the injustice that is going on in the country and to fight for the right of the Igbos. And we see that since Ipob came in, the federal government itself been acting as what we call state terrorism. When the state itself is attacking people that are trying to fight for their freedom. Imagine people doing a peaceful protest. You send soldiers, police to attack them. You attack them the first time, the second time. The third time, what do you expect them to do? They will become violent. But they will not continue to look at you, to continue killing them. So the aim of Ipob is different from the aim of Herdsmen. You get now? Herdsmen want to take over other people's land. They want to destroy lives, chase people away from their property. But Ipob want to secure their own territory. They are two different things. So comparing Ipob with Herdsmen is totally stupid. Let me use that word. You get now? Totally stupid. Comparing them. Ipob, how many non-Igbos have Ipob attacked? Apart from soldiers that are attacking the Ipob. And even the way I'm looking at it, Ipob may not even be responsible for the attack of military. We have ESN. What is he saying about ESN? Unknown government. You get now? These people are violent. Ipob, what they normally do is to do rally, protest, all those things. But the people that really carry gun, this ESN, this thing, well, Gumi is not saying anything about it. You get now? He's only afraid of Ipob. And military have done a lot of injustice by killing innocent people, violating human rights in the East, which is totally against the purpose of the state. The first first function of the state, responsibility of the state, is to protect the lives and property of citizens. But the government of Nigeria has failed in that. Instead of protecting lives, you just relax, allow criminals to carry out their onslaught without any checkmate, without any resistance. Imagine we have had in some places where a place like Igboho, where the herdsmen attack in the night, and from what we read, remember that military men were they follow them to that thing and they monitor them. Look at Ogun State, place in Ogun State, where the people said they don't want herdsmen. Military men came, started beating citizens. That is is totally absurd. You get now? Military men are supposed to sue for peace, allow peace to reign, even if there are clashes. But rather than killing, attacking the citizens of the place, it's totally wrong. You get it? It's totally wrong. But what I would say is that Nigeria has been bedeviled by ethnocentrism, and it is playing out in a visible way now that the whole world can see it manifesting. So I don't see any reason why the federal government should allow Gumi to be talking. But everything he says gives the herdsmen boldness to do what they are doing. You get now? Even if Nnamdi Kanu is abroad, that one is abroad, it's not in Nigeria. Leave that one alone. These people, as far as they are not attacking people, citizens, they are not attacking citizens. It's just like Niger Delta militants. I told people then, when some people were comparing Niger Delta militants with Boko Haram, I told them that they are two different things. Niger Delta militants, they see a problem in their place, and the government failed to solve the problem, and efforts have been made from years to deal with that problem, and outcry have been made. But the federal government did not get ahead to their thing. So the military now took up arms and started to take actions to attract international attention and to attract the attention of the government. So the government can do something. But Boko Haram were bombing, killing people, innocent people. Go to the market, kill people, go to the street, kill people. For what reason? They want an Islamic state in a multi-ethnic country, which is very absurd.
Very possible.
Very absurd. You get it? So some people, I told them that militants were fighting for their rights. Their efforts have been made in the past, but since they saw that the government seems to understand only violence, they went violent. You get it? So, but for the issue of Ipob, to me, I believe the people that are actually carrying gun and fighting are the unknown government and the ESN, which I think the government need to look for a way to sue for peace rather than attacking them. You get now? For the herdsmen, it seems to me, it seems the government is supporting the herdsmen. They want the herdsmen to continue.
In fact, so they even said in the newspapers today that they want to engage in a dialogue with the herdsmen. And that the people to ask them, are the government in support with what's the atrocities that these herdsmen are carrying out? Because how will you say you want to dialogue with people that are kidnapping, collecting money from you?
No, I think the herdsmen issue has become a business.
Yes.
Politicians are behind, they are behind, even Boko Haram, bandits, all of them. They have become instrument of politics to make money. The people have turned into an instrument of making money. You get it? Unlike the issue of Ipob, that is just instant people. Herdsmen are all over the place, even in the north. The Hausa farmers are crying. They enter their farm, destroy their farms. If they complain, they kill them, they attack them. It's not only in the south. So, and that is more of a security problem, a national security problem than the issue of Ipob. Ipob is asking for secession. You get now? Which they have the right to ask for. You get now? They have the right to ask for it. You get now? So, But the issue of Herdsmen, I think there are a lot of ethnic sentiment into it. And the people, the Fulani believe they are in power. They can do whatever they like. Nobody can stop them. But they forgot that you cannot be in power for life.
Now let's quickly talk about Chief Sunday Igboho. Yes, he's going to be coming to Lagos for a protest. The All Progressive Congress have pleaded with him to halt any protest that he wants to come and do. But he has been adamant and he said that this protest is going to hold in Lagos State. Let's quickly get a reaction from him.
Well, that one, I don't see any reason why anybody say they should not do the protest. Had it been the previous protests done in other states have been violent now, they can say no. But this one is not, they have never recorded any violence. They have been able to conduct themselves peacefully everywhere they did protests. They did several protests in Ogun State, several protests in the Oyo State. They went to Odo State, they went to Osun State, they went to Ekiti. So I don't see any reason. I think the politicians in Lagos, I think maybe they have something they are gaining from the injustice that is going on in Nigeria, and they want it to continue. They forgot that tomorrow when they die, their children will return back to the people. They will return back to the people. I don't see any reason why anybody, whether NURTW, whether Tinubu or Jagaban, or whether governor or anybody should say they should not do the protest. The only thing they can do, to me, the only thing they can say, we are not saying you should not do protest, but do protest, make sure people, that lives and property of people are not what? Are not harmed. Make sure that nothing happens, there is no violence. If there is violence, we will take you responsible. That's what I think they should do in a civilized society. But in a civilized, and I think you talk about a state that is most civilized in Nigeria. I think Lagos State is the state that is most civilized in Nigeria. And I think the politicians in Lagos, stakeholders in Lagos, should behave in a civilized manner. They shouldn't behave like people in Zamfara. There will be threatening violence, attack, this and that. They shouldn't. They should, all they should just do is just to warn the protesters that, oh, we don't want violence. If there is violence, we will hold you responsible. I think that's what they should do. You get it? So, to me, I don't see any reason why they should be saying they should share this. They have been doing protests and there has not been any problem. So I don't see any reason why there should be a clamor over the issue of protest.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. I don't know, any last words you want to say to the government? Do you have any information that you want to pass to the government very quickly?
Well, to me, the only thing I can tell the government is that the government should leave party sentiment aside. They should leave ethnic sentiment aside and face the reality on ground. That if they do that, then there will be peace. But as long as they put party sentiment, they put ethnic sentiment there, then nothing. There's no effort they made that will yield any fruit, any good fruit. Things will just continue to do that. I predicted all these things before it started happening. I predicted them when the government entered in 2015 and I saw some of the steps they were taking. I predicted all this, that there will be chaos. Because I studied the society. So I understand, I can predict what is coming, what is going to come. If government does not put aside ethnic and political sentiments, this country will break. It will break. What they don't want it to happen, but it will happen. Because they are not making any things that will make the agitators to say, okay, let's shelve this thing, let's come back. They are not even doing it. Instead, they are adding petrol to fire. And when you add petrol to fire, the fire will burn. So that's to me, that's what I see. So if the government does not take care and calm down, leave their ego. The politicians should leave their ego, calm down, leave all sentiments, and let's face the reality on ground. There won't be any solution.
Thank you very much.
Everything they do, whether let them call UN, let them call this one, it will not yield any solution. That's just.
Okay, good day, sir. Please, can we know your name?
Well, I'm a Wichita councillor.
Sorry?
Iwuchukwu herdsmen.
Okay, Mr. Michuku, let's quickly get a reaction concerning the statement made by Sheik Gumi yesterday. In an interview with Arise News, he said that the Herdsmen are better than Ipob because Herdsmen, they are just known for kidnapping children, but Ipob are known for their killings. Let's quickly hear reactions concerning this statement.
What happened that, like what I saw in the paper now, that Herdsmen is better than Ipob. Well, to my own listening is that is not a good statement because Ipob is not fighting for their own.
What is the main aim of Ipob?
The meaning of Ipob is not that people that fighting for their freedom. That is, or normally we say Mazov, Ipob, or the Ipob now. For in the country, things are going on, I see that Ipob is fighting for their freedom, and not that killing. I know that we blame them by killing soldiers or police in the country.
Are they the one killing them?
I thought that as I heard, according to what the paper I saw last week, it said Ipob kill soldiers on but we don't know. We don't know that it's Ipob that kill him, but as far as it's East concerned, now we say that it's Ipob.
But what's the stand of Nnamdi Kanu concerning this matter?
Nnamdi Kanu, the man is actually fighting for the freedom of the Igbos. Because in this country, the Igbos is more cheated in anywhere, in any level. Even in the federal level, the Igbos are not benefiting. The only few people that are there, and the few people cannot benefit what the millions of people of Igbos will benefit in the country. So what happens is that concerning the Nnamdi Kanu, like yesterday I saw in the paper that is a wanted that anybody that is threatening that gave him maybe 100 million or something like that. Nnamdi Kanu, nobody that is against, if anybody that is against Nnamdi Kanu is got of, I will even say that person is a saboteur because I'm an Igbo man and then Nnamdi Kanu is also fighting for the Igbo's freedom. So I think I will not blame his effort what he's doing in the country.
Okay, then let me quickly ask you, the federal government have been negotiating with bandits, negotiating with terrorists, with this so-called Herdsmen. Is it supposed to, in fact, is even there written on the newspaper this morning that the federal government and also the armed forces are colliding with the bandits. Let's get a reaction. Is it supposed to be right? Are they supposed to be having a dialogue together?
In that aspect, they are not supposed to be having dialogue together because you cannot use a bandit or herdsmen to compare military in the country. Military police is the security and life in this country that we say everybody will be protected. So I don't believe that we use all those gangs to compare the military in the country.
Okay, okay. So finally, sir, I want to ask you. You are a Biafran.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to quickly ask you concerning the Biafran agitation. Do you think that this agitation is going to stop if they allow Igbo president in 2023?
Concerning that area, Igbos, I'm Igbo man, like as I said before, we still want one Nigeria if things will be better. But let us in the east, there's nothing like let me say port authority. If they make Onitsha to become port authority that function and the Enugu and the Owerri as an international airport, I think the both have no problem. We are almost everywhere and doing our business. We are not after even the presidency or whatever, but all I know the cheat is too much. That the Igbos are cheated in the country. That's the point.
Okay, so finally, any words you have to say for the people and also for the government?
For the government, according to the scripture, we say we should pray for our government. So we are whatever may be happening, even as people are calling Buhari, we have to pray for him and pray for the government, the ministers. But what happened? Ourselves have to make effort that the masses are suffering and everything is very high in the country. So we are not enjoying the country. And if the country continues like this, I don't believe we are going to become one. Because we still stand in one Nigeria. But if things are going on like this, I don't believe even before 2023 we are going to stick with one Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. And it's a wrap for today's program. There is still diverse views on OPC TV SUNDOS COMMUNICATION. What the reviewers have talked expressly concerning what we have for them today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. I'm Alagbe Kayode, and the person behind the camera, Mr. Ife Johnson. We want to use this opportunity to appreciate the pioneer of OPC TV, our Prince Oshibote. We also want to use this opportunity to appreciate our viewers for always watching our program. We should want you to continue watching the program. From every member of the OPC TV crew, we say bye-bye.